Being where I'm at today compared to where I was 4 years ago, I would never thought, but I am grateful. I am grateful that God didn't take me when I begged him to. I graduated from Floyd County High School, so yeah. But I made my home with my children and my family in the Aranto, Montgomery County area. As a kid growing up, I didn't have like the ideal home. I had a mother who struggled with her own personal issues. And, there are things that happened to me as a child that no child should have the burden of happening. I guess I started using substances when I was about 13. And that was really just to numb any of the pain, any of the hurt, anything that I did not want to feel. So, I really can't say there was a gateway drug for me. And, I think trauma was that gateway drug. And so, whether that be with relationships, overworking, substances, whatever, anything that kept me from dealing with myself and, how I felt about myself, so I was always looking for like outside validation instead of learning to love me for me. I hid my drug use well from my kids, from my family, from the outside world, because I wanted to give my boys the life and stability that I did not have growing up as a child. One thing that my kids do know, and, they'll tell anybody, they knew how much they were loved. So that's a little bit of like my before life. And then there is an after. The after came on June 23rd, 2015. My oldest son, Devin, lost his life, saving the lives of 2 others from drowning. So my whole world got turned upside down because that was my firstborn. That was my baby. That was the one person who showed me what unconditional love was definitely about. And, that kid was my everything. And so the addiction that I had seemed to keep under control for all these years, it blew up. I got lost in it because I was lost in the hurt. I was lost in the grief. I didn't know what to do. And that addiction just came right in and took over. And, I ended up leaving my career. I ended up losing my home. I lost custody of my other 2 kids to my ex-husband. I lost myself, or at least who I thought I was. There wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't begging for God just to take me. So in 2017, I received my first possession of methamphetamine charge. Called my probation officer and said, hey, look, I have a problem. I need some help. And their answer was, go do your time and then we'll look at treatment options. And I didn't like that offer, so I just politely declined and never turned myself in. In October of that same year, I met my fiance, and he had had his own addiction issues and his own struggles and subsequent incarcerations because of that, but something clicked. He's like, let's build a life together. Go turn yourself in. Let's get this behind us, whatever. So I went to New Life in February of 2021. That was a game changer for me. And I don't know if it was because I really wanted the help this time or if I was ready for it finally. But it was really a game changer. And I came out of rehab, and even though I had been to New Life and even though I had learned a lot there, I still fell. I had a relapse. Then in April of that same year, 2021, my fiance was diagnosed with stage 4 adenocarcinoma that had metastasized to his liver. This will be my testimony until the day I die. It was the end of November, early December of 2021. I was in the back bathroom trying to hide this use from him. And I was like, God, I don't want to do this. And I was like, just please take this away from me. And I took, a hit and got sick as crap. I was like, oh, okay. So I had to try it one more time because I don't always learn the first time, Did it one more time, was sick, threw away the drug, the pipe, everything, and did not touch it from that point forward. I was accepted into drug court in August of 22 into Montgomery County Recovery Court. I will say that Recovery Court has been a life changer for me. I have learned so much and I have grown so much, and the support I have found there has been just absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, my fiance passed away December 2021. If I told you I had did not think about going back to the old lifestyle because I lost everything when I lost him. You know, like, yeah, I've got some clean time under my belt, but, you know, I'm still learning, like, what is this going to do? Thank God I did not return to use. And that is because, you know, my fiance's voice still rings in my head of him saying, look at us, babe. We've got a house. We've got food in the cabinets. We have a vehicle. I could not let him down because we were building a great life together. I tell you what, Courtney and Abigail and Jared and Ferletta were amazing during that time. They were really people who I could talk to and people who just encouraged me not to give up. In May of 23, I got custody of my son back. Full custody. Like, amazing. I purchased a home. Yeah, it's a mobile home, but you know what? It's mine. I was working 2 jobs. I'm blessed. I have jobs I freaking love. I love my job. Just this past August, I completed the peer recovery specialist training. So I'm kind of slowly dipping my toes into what I'm going to do there. I'm grateful and blessed for where I am today. I have my son. He's getting ready to go to homecoming this weekend. It was great going shopping with him, being able to get him these things and providing a stable, loving environment. My 24-year-old actually just moved back home too. So it's like, okay, you know, so I'm that safe space now. I'm that solid for my kids. And if I can come out of that darkness and, you know, just be a light for somebody else, because it, you know, life's not perfect. It never will be, you know, but it's amazing. And every day I have gratitude for that. You know, just give yourself a chance and learn to love yourself and quit letting other people put the value on your self-worth. And, you know, help is out there. And, you know, I was lost when it came to getting help. I'm like, oh, okay, it's rehabs. Oh, okay, it's 12-step meetings. No, I'm telling you, like, if it wasn't for my meditation and my journaling and just different groups that aren't always 12 steps, I can't say I'd be sitting here clean today. Don't give up on yourself. Never give up on yourself, you know, because you're worth it. My definition of hope is just seeing that, like, small, tiny spark in the midst of such darkness. And if you can just keep that little spark, you know, and your spark maybe sparks somebody else and it sparks somebody else, then we'll never be like in that darkness. You know, we'll all have some type of light to shine.